on her chin. Oh, that's the cursor. Can you move the cursor?
That's a big move. It could be a nice move. It could be a nice move.
I thought there was a fly or something.
Oh, man.
You know what? I thought she'd be wearing a hoodie, and I thought it would be pulled up.
You know what? The hoodie's up in the press box, though. I swear on everything. It's up there.
Where's the cutoff sleeves?
Sleeves, everything. It's sitting up there in the plastic glass, and it's up in the press box. It's crazy.
I believe it, man.
It's got BB on there.
They got it
It's the
by.
Reebok one with the cutoff sleeves,
right?
And it's sitting up there in the press box in the glass.
Hey, Kenny, I was hoping she was going to say, I moved on to Pierre.
No.
I moved on to Pierre.
No, she's a nice lady. I love her.
Moved on to Cincinnati. I moved on to Pierre.
Good for Bill, man. Hey, I never would have imagined when he was here in Cleveland that he'd ever win, one Super Bowl, let alone 4, because he was so bad and used us as lab rats. But God bless him, man. He's one of the best coaches.
Your face, my face, all face. It's all great. Love it. FaceTime, Facebook. It's all good.
Snap talk.
You know his assignment is when Jackie comes.
Yeah, Bill
Jackie
Belichick,
comes in here, and it's going to be all love.
Oh, yeah. Let's ask her.
Yeah,
is Jackie here today?
No, she's on vacation.
They on vacation?
Let's call her. You got her phone number? I don't care if she's on vacation.
Yeah, let me broadcast her phone number to the whole world.
Paula, what do you say? No, we don't have it. You like already just said we don't have her number. Wow.
Let's shift back to little Browns talk.
And shifting back is exactly what we're doing.
Shifting.
Yes.
Like I said, they were fighting on the sideline.
Yeah.
Which was.
Tell me exactly what happened.
I just seen the kid. You know, Dante said something to him, and he had his helmet off, and the kid had his helmet on, and next thing you know, he just pushes Dante like boom, and Dante's like, man, you better get. I seen the F-bomb come out, but I don't know how severe it was. I mean, you out there, it's heated of battle. It's
so I don't think we saw. Did you see this on TV?
Yeah.
I did not know.
You did?
I seen clips of it.
How did I miss this? I
don't know.
Anyway, so go ahead.
So I just think that they were fighting amongst each other because whatever Dante said to him, but he had the right to say something to him. But at the end of the day, they all got to tackle better. They all got to get better. Like Jamal Williams said, he's like, man, we got a long way to go, which they do. But you know what?
Really? Let me grab your face mask on.
Yeah, I can do it again. Yeah, do it again.
I don't want to be
do it again.
Add that to another one of the horrible moves made by Ray Farmer, Jamal Williams, bringing him on board. He's been awful this year.
Wait a second. Let me ask this. Is it him or is it the fact that when you come to Cleveland, suddenly you forget everything you've ever known that helped you become?
In the beginning,
it's a money grab. When you come to Cleveland and you've already been to a Super Bowl or won a Super Bowl, Cleveland's a money grab. That's all it is.
Well, I said that before. Just that same thing guys you say about the Buffalo Bills. We go to Buffalo.
Here's the thing with that. If you're a veteran in this league and you're playing on a horrible team, there's got to be a part of you that's saying, why should I try? Why should I play? I got my money. There's no reason for me to play.
Because it's
Paul
the NFL,
Kruger, guys.
you're lucky
Paul
you played
Kruger
for
won a
3
Super
years.
Bowl with Baltimore, and so he wanted to get paid. He didn't care where he went. He already got his ring. He can never take that away from him. He got paid coming to Cleveland. Dwayne Bowe getting paid coming to Cleveland. Tremont Williams getting paid coming to Cleveland. Those guys have won their stuff, and now they want to make sure they're financially set, and Jimmy Haslam is willing to pay him because Ray Farmer said so.
Well, Ray Farmer, the biggest thing is that he doesn't want to draft any receivers, and that's evaluating talent. And right there, we don't have very much talent at receiver. Guys get injured. I was watching New England yesterday. Hightower went down, Amendola went back down, and those guys just kept going. They were chugging and plugging away. I don't know how they do it, but they continue to do it. They find guys off the street. Some way, somehow, I know we got better talent than what New England has, but we don't display it at all.
Do you really? See, I don't think that. I think Brady makes everybody else better.
Man, you know what? When you walk in that building, it's an aura about everybody in there. You know what I'm saying? From the guy from the bottom of the totem pole to the high guy. Everybody wants to win and be a part of a winning program in the organization. And that's what it boils down to. It's no talking. We're not going to do this. We ain't going to say this. We're going to say that. We're going to go out there. We're going to work our ass off. We're going to bust our ass. And we're going to win for this team. We're going to win for these fans. And we're going to make sure that everybody's happy around here. And that's what the Browns don't do. And we don't have a GM that wants to do it either.
All right, let's bring. Hang on, guys.
Talent evaluation, guys. Look at the Steelers' wide receivers. Where was Antonio Brown drafted? 6th or 7th round. Marcus Wheaton was what, a 2nd or 3rd rounder. Martavis Bryant was a 2nd or 3rd round. I mean, look, for a 4th rounder. I'm sorry, and they're able to find that it comes down to talent evaluation. That's where this team has been lacking since 1999.
The Browns have old scouts. They let go of John Spytek, who's out there in Denver now, who was a guy who knew talent. I played with him at the University of Michigan. They said, no, we're cleaning the house. Get out of here.
Shocker.
We'll-
All right,
we'll
let's go
check
to
in
Howie.
with-
Hang on a second, guys.
We'll check in
Everybody-
with Tubby a little later to see what talent the PSAC has for the Browns coming up in this draft.
Oh, that's a great tease. You really interrupted the show for that?
I did.
You did.
Tubby.
He just wanted
Howie.
to say PSAC.
There is the interrupter. I'm going to call you the interrupter. Howie.
We see him.
Howie.
Wrong
Why does that
button.
keep happening? All right, you do it. All right, Howie. Hi.
Andy.
How are you?
What's going on this morning, Howard?
Hey,
I
we
want to say
suck.
good afternoon to Pierre. Thanks for stopping in.
I get fired up right now.
That's
man.
all right. We're on Michigan time. It's all good.
Hey,
That's only 10.
just back to the game real quick. The obvious stuff was lack of tackling, obviously, drop balls. Thing that was kind of upsetting was watching Dwayne Bowe catch 3 balls in a row and then kind of defiantly flip the ball after like he's some kind of a stud. That was just ridiculous.
Howie, I'm writing it down as a note because I remember that yesterday too, and I went to go say something about it. He was kind of an idiot about it. He was. Did you see how he threw the ball after he made every one of his catches?
I was watching a real game. I'm sorry.
It was the same game.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Yeah.
no, that's right. You were at New England. Sorry.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to see it. I wish I had seen it though, because whether he threw the ball like a stud or not, you know what? He's out there. He finally got the chance to catch 3 balls again. I would have been happy, just like he's happy. I mean, you're getting paid $9 million and you're just sitting there. And I mean, he has talent, some type of talent, as we can see. At least he caught 3 balls, even though Duke Johnson was, I believe, our leader receiver, 5 receptions, which is terrible. Terrible.
39 yards.
Well,
It's a lot of yards.
yeah, he was the leading rusher as well, wasn't he?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, then.
He's your
Enough
What
all-purpose,
about
all
what
guy.
about Manziel?
Is
said.
Manziel your guy? Can we
You
move
got to
forward
keep
with
him.
him?
You got to keep him. You got to play him. And I listened to the press conference afterwards with Pettin,
Yeah.
and one of the things he said was one of the reasons they lost the game was that they couldn't. They had to move guys around, and these guys didn't get any quality first team reps in practice. They got
here
to
we
give them
go with
reps.
these excuses.
This is the time of the season. The shit's done. We're finished. So let those guys practice. Put them in the game, and see what you have. Then you'll know where you got to carve it up. But I think for the most part, we keep what we've got, find a couple new pieces, but we got to do a decent job with the draft. I listened in my car radio on the way in, and there was a couple of sports pundits on, and they were talking about Sammy Watkins, who we could have had as the top, threat in the league right now as a wideout, and we go down to Justin Gilbert. Holy fucking wow!
All right, Howie. Have a Merry Christmas. I know where you got to take off.
Hey, you guys do the same. Thank you very much. Talk to you next week.
All right, we'll
Merry
talk to you
Christmas.
soon. All right, I want to bring in. I want to fly through a bunch of topics with Craig Lindell. So, Craig,
He also
how are
wants
you?
to talk a little Star Wars, so we'll.
Yeah, I definitely. All right, first let's just give me your 30-second assessment of the Browns. They suck. We're all worried. Yeah, Manziel quarterback in the future? Yes or no?
No. But
Did you have to
he
draft a
played well
quarterback
yesterday.
high?
No, here I got some bullet points from listening to the show already.
Okay, go ahead.
Are we going to pretend Tramon Williams hasn't had a good year? Are we going to really pretend that as he filled in for Joe Hayden, who, concussions and all, I'm not dogging on him, but he couldn't get on the field this year. Tramon Williams had a good year this year.
Yeah,
I didn't say
who,
he had-
Who dogged it? Was it you?
That was Kenny. Kenny
Oh,
said
Kenny
he
wrote
dogged
him.
Yeah, Kenny's off.
Oh, okay.
All right, anyways, he hasn't bothered me this season. I
just
think
said-
they need guys that know how to win. and-
It's hard to be the only corner out there that, get picked on. I mean, I ain't going to say get picked on. They throw on his side, but at times, he seems like he falls asleep a little bit. But you know what? He's done well the whole season. He's been out there. He's been only consistent defensive back we've had so far. So,
And
I'm not
speaking
mad.
Can
of
we also say
consistent
that the Browns'
defensive
anemic
backs,
pass rush? It's tough to cover somebody for 35 seconds when you have no pass rush.
Okay, we can say that. Listen, Craig, let's get a little deeper in the Browns here real quick. Do they need to draft a quarterback now in the first round after you've seen this little thing of Johnny Manziel?
It's really hard because I do think that Johnny Manziel has the talent to play in the NFL, but it's all the other stuff. And all the other stuff cannot be answered in those last couple games. Johnny Manziel appears to be developing. He appears to have the talent that many thought he had coming out of college. But how do you trust him? How does anybody trust him, whether it's Ray Farmer or whoever takes over for Ray Farmer? How do you trust him going forward? Can you go forward with Johnny Manziel, Austin Davis, Josh McCown, Connor Shaw, whatever it turns out to be, if that backfires and blows up in your face in predictable fashion off the field, are you willing to look like a jackass that didn't have a better plan?
Where are we as far as the front office is concerned? Is Mike Pettin, does it seem like these guys have quit? I think they haven't. I think that I see a lot of guys that are still kind of fighting. They played a team that was better. And Pierre, I think you can relate to this. I'm sure that when you played any team other than Appalachian State, early on in the season before you got into Big Ten, when you were in Michigan.
I never played Appalachian State. I wasn't there, but
I just want to make sure.
Okay.
If you played another team like that in the beginning of the season, Michigan is what Michigan is. And if you're playing a MAC school, and I'm not dogging the MAC schools, or somebody who's just, it's not a Power 5 conference.
Right.
Those games that's what yesterday's game looked like to me. It looked like Ohio State against North Dakota or South Dakota or something like that, because they go out there, the other team's got guys that are starting on there that could be backups in a Big Ten team. And they come out and they look effective, and then all of a sudden they just don't have the gas to hang with another team. That's what I watched yesterday when I saw the Browns. Down with it?
No, I'm down with it. I'm definitely down with it. Those guys look absolutely horrible out there. From the little clips I've seen, I was just like, wow, I don't know, we can't pinch a B.
Do you buy that, Craig? It's like Ohio State playing an inferior team yesterday is what it felt like to me.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can't-
and I
you
don't
can't
think
stop.
they quit. I think they came out there looking to play as hard as they could, which is more than I can say for some previous teams that we've seen since '99. It's an interesting time to look between, because I don't think anybody can look at what the job that Ray Farmer's done and say that he should keep his job going forward. But ultimately, I think the doghouse, Mike Pettin's impossible doghouse, is what's going to get him fired. I like Johnson Batamosi, I really do, but we know he's not a cover corner. And so if Mike Pettin's willing to die by him and Taylor Gabriel instead of Dwayne Bowe, and I think it's interesting that Dwayne Bowe has been kind of the whipping horse or whatever. Everybody blames him for all the problems that the Browns have had this year, but over the course of the season, the fact that he hasn't been able to get on the field to prove that he doesn't have anything left, if he doesn't have anything left, it kind of lays at the feet of Mike Pettin, and I think more people are blaming Mike Pettin than ever before.
Yeah, but if he can't get through a practice, why would you put somebody on? It's like Justin Gilbert, all right? If Justin's horrible in practice, I'd rather take the heat and say, well, we're not playing him, knowing that he's going to go out there and get burned. I watched what Dwayne Bowe did yesterday. He caught a couple balls, but, could he have flipped the ball anymore? What was he trying to say? Just catch the ball, move down the field, and make it. That's all you have to do. You don't have to be an idiot after you make every catch. He looked stupid yesterday.
Would Justin Gilbert do just as bad as a guy at games? Because games be getting torched. I'll go out there and play defensive back.
Yeah.
Then, God, dog, keep the guy in front of you.
Well, and that's the real point. Like, don't the fans in the front office and everybody get a chance to see them fail on the field?
Is that what you want? But
so.
ultimately, that all comes back on the coach, doesn't it?
Yep.
You want to see somebody get burned on the field? Well, then now all of a sudden you didn't have the talent. That's on the general manager. If you're
I know
a coach,
Johnson
are you
Batamosi's going to get burned.
This was my argument on the radio. If you knew you had a debate coming up and they told you the debate was on molecular science, and you didn't know anything about molecular science, and I was your coach, and I knew you didn't know anything, I'm going to go find a guy that might know a little bit more about molecular science than you, because I know you don't know it. I don't want to put my school in that position. I don't want to put my team in that
Understandable.
position. So none of these guys are nuclear scientists on this team, and maybe he feels like Justin Gilbert can't get even a little bit of a grasp on it. You have a number 8 overall pick returning kicks. What a horrible pick.
So this is what you do, though. Take some of that money back from him. That guarantee money. You take some of that money, I guarantee you, then you put his ass out there and you make him earn it the way he needs to earn it.
How do you do that?
Man, some way,
You got to restructure a contract in the middle of a contract?
Yes.
It doesn't work that way.
You need to.
You're in the NFLPA. That doesn't work that way.
They need to do something.
Yeah, guess what?
Pierre's right, though.
Why would
That's
the
what
players
you need to
ever
do.
do that?
The Browns need
There's
to-
no way you would ever do that.
Listen, he needs
They need to cut
man.
him.
They need to cut him. That's it.
Do something. If he thinks it's a waste, if he's going to waste everybody's time and his talent and the coach's time, get rid of him.
Craig, we're flying. Did you see Star Wars? Yes or no?
I did see Star Wars, and all I could think about was that that franchise was dead until Disney bought it and put J.J. Abrams in charge. When is somebody going to buy the Browns and put J.J. Abrams in charge?
It's not a bad idea.
Hey,
Rating for you or a grade on the movie?
Oh,
I don't want
loved
you to
it.
give away
I
the
loved
away.
it. It was a return to everything in the culture that we love about Star Wars. I don't know, A minus, A plus. It was great. I loved it.
All right, I'm right there with you. I want to say I'd love to have an actual conversation about the movie, but when is the right time that we can do that over the air?
Oh, it's right now. What are we going to do? Talk about the Browns?
I will boot you.
Well, no, because there's this whole feeling that you have to wait till after the first of the year to actually have a real conversation. With
Let's
spoilers.
talk
do it,
generically.
Craig. Talking about they gonna
So
boot
is
you.
that the greatest villain in the history of Star Wars now?
No. No.
He might surpass Darth Vader.
No.
Bye-bye.
No way.
They're going to hang up on you.
No way. All right. We'll talk more about it later. I'll talk to you later. Thanks, Greg.
guys.